Coming up on Sports Den, hockey. Blaine and Centennial. What a game. Woohoo! And it's basketball time. Panthers against Cooper.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Den, and looky here,
Hey.
look who's here. I made it just in time, and you're here, Jeff Dinsmore.
I'm here.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you, bud. It's good to be here. Awesome.
Welcome back.
Thank
And
you
you
very
were
much.
back in just in time. You came last night.
Yeah.
Phenomenal game.
Oh.
Game of the week.
Unreal.
We've heard a lot about the famed Rashad Vaughn.
Yep.
And we'll start with our game of the week. The Cooper Hawks had just defeated St. Louis Park last Friday in a close game, 72-71 to take the top spot.
Yep.
In the North Suburban Conference, then standing in their way on Tuesday night, Spring Lake Park.
Oh, yeah. It was
So
good.
Cooper brought top recruit Rashad Vaughn and his 28 points per game with him to take on the Panthers of Spring Lake Park. Panthers knew they had to bring their game up. They usually do when called upon. Colin Price knocks down the three for the Panthers. And check this out. Robert bent the block, but it's put back in by LeVar McCullough. On the other end, Ben steps back, knocks down the three. The Panthers, they're on top of their game. Nice ball movement here. Ben, the fake, and he puts it in. He would not disappoint. Check this out, to widen the lead, Ben knocks a ball loose, and then they give it to Ben.
Uh-oh.
And he throws it down. Get on up, big fella.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a play of the week nominee there.
Watch again.
He started the play and he sure finished it with authority. Panthers take the lead. And then Gary Cook knocks down the three here. Panthers would lead by as much as 10. They lead 43-37 at the break. Second half, Rashad Vaughn held to 8 first half points. He wasted little time going right to work in the second half. And it's Vaughn. The long three, he's got range. He knocks it down. Top shooting guard prospects for the junior class in Minnesota.
Uh-oh.
And then from the logo,
That was from Cambridge.
he would not be denied. Knocks down a long three. He had 4 3-pointers. Darius Stinson the block, and then Vaughn, you know, he's got hops too. Look out. Vaughn the slam. Look out below. Cooper takes the lead. A 19-4 run. They go up by 7 points. Vaughn scoring 17 of his team's 18 second half points at that point. Vaughn knocks down the three, but the Panthers weren't going away. Taylor Vaughn knocks down the three. Excuse me, Taylor Hall knocks down the three, looking like Vaughn. And then on the other end, Vaughn knocks down the three. And they were matching blow for blow. T.C. Robinson, like a heavyweight fight, he knocks down the three. They're not backing down. Robert Ben down 6, make that down 1. Buck and change to go. Vaughn follows up his own miss. He puts it back in. The lead is back to 3 with 30 ticks left. But guess what? Gary Cook, ice water in the veins, drills it. We're tied back up at 70. Cooper takes a timeout, and they give it to guess who? Everyone in the building knows who's going to take the shot, but it doesn't matter. You surround him with blue, and he still knocks it down. 72-70. They get a timeout. They put 2.8 on the clock. Panthers with one last shot. T.C. Robinson heaves it from half court. No good. And Cooper hangs on. They get the scare, but they come away with a 72-70 victory. That was exciting, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. You see there, Trevor Hall, 18 points. Robert Venn, 17 points. T.C. Robinson, 13 points. But you know what? Vaughn, unbelievable. You see 27 points, 15 points for Gary Cook. I'm sorry, T.C. Robinson.
Ben had an extremely nice game himself. I think it was Vaughn with 35 points for Cooper
yeah.
and Ben 27. As yeah, crazy game.
And Spillane Park also with Totino Grace. That's where they had Trevor Hall, 18 points and 17 for Robert Ben, and TC Robinson at 13. And they're at Irondale this week, and then home against Chisago and at Columbia Heights. That's going to be a big game there. So there's the North Suburban standings right there. The Cooper Hawks up there, 10-0. St. Louis Park, 9-1. Columbia Heights, 7-3, along with the Panthers at 7-3, 12-8 overall for the Panthers.
And also on Tuesday night, the Cougars were in action as well. As you know what, Jeff? You can't run, so you better hide.
Yeah.
The Cougars stalk their prey. Look out! He's gotcha. They host the Rebels of Champlain Park. And this isn't a pushover by any means. No. Zach Johnson knocks down the three. They got game. On the other end, Dan Becken of the Cougars goes baseline for the jumper, and he knocks it down. Rebels, Andrew Aker knocks down the three. Most of the players on both of these rosters can hit from range. And then watch the quick hands of Pierre Roddy. Knocks it up court, then chases it down and scores it. Nice play by Roddy. Yeah. Great matchup of big men. Matt Janot of Champlain scores it inside. His counterpart, 6'8", Quinn Peterson, scores it inside. 26-24 Rebels at this point. Then the Rebels go on a run. JT Gibson, bucket, and the foul. Rebels end half with a 17-7 run, and they lead 43-31 at the break. Second half, Cougars' Josh DeWitt gets hot from beyond the arc, knocks down the triple. Peterson inside. He led all scorers with 20 points. Nice game for him. DeWitt again. 3-ball corner pocket. He hit 4 3-pointers in the second half and finished with 14 points, but the Rebels never slowed down. Nice passing, and Brennan Witt scores it. He had 12, one of 5 Rebels who finished in double figures. Zach Johnson, another 3, and the Rebels win 80-67, the final score. Rebels stay in the top half of the conference. Very good conference, this Northwestern Conference. Sometimes what a struggling team needs is to run into another struggling team. And this was the case Thursday night. Bengals, we see that going for a youthful lineup. Coon Rapids Cardinals definitely know their name when it's called by a public address announcer. Bengals find the open man, Kyle Capard, with the bucket. The Cardinals' ray of positivity in this game, Mitchell Pulowski. He knocks down the 3, had 10 of his team's 15 first half points. Bengals Capard, the steal, fast break, scored the bucket, and the foul. 3-point play the hard way for Capard, play of the week nominee. Cardinals a nice behind-the-back pass and a 3-ball. Taylor Kroll, he hits it, but the Bengals go on a run. Joe Roble knocking down a shot that a 1-3-1 defense should never allow, and the Bengals end the half on a 19-5 run. 29-15 Bengals at the break. Second half, Roble knocks down the 3. The Bengals keep it going full steam. Jason Travis knocks down the 3. And then inside to Justin Banefo for the easy bucket. Easier than pronouncing his name, to be sure. And easier than it was for the Cardinals to break the Bengal press. Steal here for Travis, and the corresponding slam.
Oh.
Play of the week nominee for Travis. Star wipe that, and the Bengals pull even further away than what they were in proximity to when they started pulling away.
Woo.
Then Jake Romick, bucket off the inbound speed. This one was all Bengals. And the Bengals win at 67-30 the final. What'd you do?
We made a lot of turnovers, got easy baskets. We played as a team and came out with the victory at the end.
Well, every time I get a fast break, I'm just looking for a dunk or something. So when I saw the opportunity, I thought I'd take it.
And he did.
Yep.
They followed up Tuesday night. They lost to Elk River 80-68 the final. Banefo 17 points, Matt Barthel's 15 for the Bengals, as they did snap that losing streak, but hopefully they can put a few more W's on theirs. They should play Coon Rapids more often, see if they can schedule more of that. They'll be hosting Anoka on the 8th, at Andover on the 12th, and then at Edina on the 15th. Cougars They lost to Park Center. I was hoping they would upset the number 1 ranked team. They didn't. 66-54 the final. Pirates win. Roddy leading the Cougars with 19 points. On Tuesday nights, of course, they lost to Champion. They'll be at Maple Grove on the 8th, another top team in the Northwestern Conference, and then hosting Minnetonka on the 12th. So the schedule doesn't get any easier here for the Bengals or the Cougars. Northwestern Conference standings, there was a, I can't call it an upset because Osseo and Park Center were basically very, very evenly matched teams. Osseo beats Park Center last night, so they have a share of the conference lead, 13-1. Both teams 17-2 overall. That one's going to go down to the end of the year. Centennial drops to 5-9 in conference, 8-11 overall, and Blaine 4-10 in conference, and 6-13 overall.
Wow. Spring Lake Park beat Totino Grace. It was in overtime, 57-51, and Spring Lake Park was beaten by Cooper. You know, that was a good game though. I mean, it was unbelievable. And at the that's girls. I'm sorry. So 67-51. At Cooper, and at home they got a home against Irondale, St. Cloud Tech, and Montemita. So that's the Spring Lake Park North Suburban Conference is 12-0. Now, this is boys here, right? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Boys, Cooper Hawks, Benil, Spring Lake Park. No, this is...
That's lady hoops.
Is ladies.
Lady hoops?
Yes, I thought it was
Recognized lady hoops.
Okay, all right. Well, there it is. And Spring Lake Park is third. They're 9-3. Benil St. Margaret is 11-1. And Cooper Hawks 12-0. So they're both boys and the girls are both together, Cooper. And very good teams.
Yep, they got some good hooping going on over there. The Bengals, however, haven't gotten their first win yet. They lost, so close, Coon Rapids, 47-45 in overtime. Cardinals pull it out. Leah Swenson led the Bengals with 15, then they lost on Tuesday night to Elk River. They'll be at Bloomington Jefferson on the 7th, hosting Anoka on the 8th, and Andover on the 12th. Cougars, boy, they dropped a game they really needed against Champlain Park last night, 59-54. After a nice win over Park Center, 63-56. They'll be hosting Maple Grove and then at Minnetonka on the 12th. Chance to come up with a big non-conference win there, as whenever they take that conference lead, it seems they drop a game that week, as they were below the top of the conference, but now Osseo Orioles have caught up to them. Both teams 13-3 in conference. Cougars 17-4 overall. Maple Grove right behind them at 12-3 in conference. And you know what? In 2 weeks, Centennial and Osseo will be meeting each other at Centennial. That game will be here on North Metro TV. It could be for the conference championship and the #1 seed in section. So conference and section implications on the line.
Oh, that's unreal.
Those games are fun.
It's pretty close to being March Madness, isn't it? We're real close to that.
Just real close, you know, a month.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I better get myself
what,
together.
20, see, there's less days in February. I don't know if people know this, but there's less days in February than most months.
Yep.
And it's not what you call a leap year.
Yeah.
So we got, what, 22 days left?
Yeah.
A little over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I know you get excited for
coming.
March Madness.
I do.
It's coming. Like 3-4 more shows, and we are in March Madness. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
But February Madness for hockey. Girls hockey. We're going to talk about playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs. On the other side of this break. Before we do that, it's trivia question time. Which of our teams has the most appearances in state for girls hockey? That's February Madness.
Ooh.
You think you know the answer?
I think I do.
You think you do?
I think I do.
All right. I want the team and the number. That's the tiebreaker. How many state appearances for that team?
I think I might know.
If you know, or if you think you might know, 763-231-2809, or email us at sportsden@northmetrotv.com. We've got hockey. We'll be talking playoffs on the other half of this break. You're watching SportsDen on North Metro TV. Don't go away.
No, stay there.
I have abandonment issues.
Okay.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
for your full-service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
if you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy! I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say, I know a guy!
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Welcome back to Sports Den.
Yep.
I'm so glad you didn't leave.
Hockey.
So glad. Last week's trivia question, what's the highest court in the land?
Yep. What was it?
Well, it's the basketball court on the 5th floor of the Supreme Court building. U.S. Supreme Court has a basketball court in there. I didn't believe it.
I did not know
I did
that.
not believe it. But it's true.
Yep.
And that's the answer.
Yep.
Terry got it right. Congratulations to Terry.
Way to go, Terry.
Terry will be receiving a Centennial Sportsman shirt because you get to pick. You get to pick your team
Yeah.
when you win the trivia question. So make sure you answer those trivia questions. All right.
Playoffs.
Not yet.
They're
Easy.
coming. They're
We'll talk boys hockey first. You know what? Two top teams in the Northwest River Conference, ranked 8th and 9th respectively. They're top of the conference, and they're both North Metro TV teams. We like this matchup.
All right.
To the Ice House.
Yes.
Fogarty Arena, where the Cougars of Centennial visit the Bengals of Blaine. I heard these two teams don't like each other.
No, they probably
Really?
don't.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
probably know each
Yeah,
other pretty
they know
well,
each
yeah.
other, and they don't like each other. First period, wasting little time. Tyler Mackey's shot blocked, but the rebound goes right to Brandon Noterman, and Noterman immediately shelves it to give the Bengals a 1-0 lead just 25 seconds into the contest. That's not very much time.
Nope.
Later in the first, Cougars on the power play. Gorowski give and go with Gorowski. Wrister glove side by Hans Gorowski, assists to Reiner Gorowski and Patrick Munson, the goalie, ties it up at 1. Still in the first, Bengals power play, and they keep the pressure on. Dallas Garage makes the crease his new residence and puts the loose puck in on the back door. Assist to Joey Lau and Jesse Norling. Bengals retake the lead 2-1. Another Cougar power play. Reiner Gorowski swipes the puck behind the net, and Andrew Bertrand takes it from there. He backhands it 5-hole and ties the game back up at 2 apiece. Very sneaky, sir. Still in the first, Zach Wiley takes advantage of a defensive breakdown, a screen in front, and a check behind the net to snipe one. Assist to Tyler Klein and Noterman. Bengals retake the lead 3-2. Second period, finally. Great passing here. Lau to Jesse Norling. Bengals take a 4-2 lead. And the Bengals weren't slowing down. Check out this nice outlet pass and a great move by Tyler Klein. And he goes top shelf and hits the pipe in the process. Great play, and that's a Play of the Week nominee.
Oh, that's
5-2 Bengals. They weren't done. Klein again, this time the steal, taking the pass and bringing it right back in. Wrists at home. He scored 3 straight goals for the hat trick. The Bengal Ants just kept it coming. 8-3 was the final score. The Bengals secure the conference championship, the number 1 seed.
Shots low on net last game. We shot a lot into his chest and into his glove, so getting a lot of rebounds and traffic in front was big for us.
Mindset was just gonna work hard and just help the team gain a W.
Bengals, so that's a conference championship and a number 1 seed for the playoffs. Big game and a win over their rivals. But I mentioned that. These two teams may not like each other.
Yes.
So big Saturday win. They're rounding out the regular season. In the next week and a half here, they'll be hosting, the Bengals will, Elk River Zimmerman. They're going to need both those schools to take on the Bengals. Elk River Zimmerman. Might want to even invite another of your favorite friends there from the Northwest area.
Might have to.
Bring them along. They'll take on Champa Park on the 9th, and they'll be at Andover on the 12th. And so will we.
Yeah.
We're hitching the wagons. We're going to Andover Tuesday the 12th.
All right.
Cougars, they Boy, they hadn't lost in a while. They had a couple ties and a lot of wins, but they lost to Blaine. They'll hope to bounce back at Anoka the 7th. They'll be at Elk River Zimmerman on the 9th and hosting Armstrong on the 14th.
Aha, the Spring Lake Park Panthers. Ooh.
Bengals take the conference 13-0, as Elk River behind them 11-2. They can get a share of the conference title if the Bengals have a collapse here.
Yeah, but
Bengals 15-4-1 overall, and they do play each other.
yeah.
Blaine and Elk River does. Centennial falls to 9-2-2 in conference, 15-4-2 overall.
The Spring Lake Park Panthers, there we go. They were beaten by St. Francis 5-4. Jack Nystrom had 2 goals. And they have home against Chisago Lakes tomorrow. We're going to have that here in North Metro TV.
Yeah, we will.
And against Totino Grace, number 5, who lost to Matamidi. And then Robert Cooper will be there, and they'll be the end of the season. For the North Suburban standings, Totino Grace, St. Francis right there, Chisago Lakes, and Spring Lake Park 5-4. That's going to be tough. So, and my Blaine B2 Bantams,
yeah,
they didn't do very well, but they did 2 trophies, and
they got 2 trophies.
Yeah, but didn't make district. So
didn't make districts.
Yeah. Logan's
no
the
regionals,
goalie, and
no districts, no.
Yeah.
No nationals.
Nah, nothing. Well, no, they're done.
Well, they're building towards next year, though. You guys put the system in place this year,
Yep.
and next year.
Yeah, but you know what?
Next year.
I gotta say, Logan and Meat and Colin were they were Cole and Meat.
Meat?
Meat.
Is that an inside thing?
No.
Meat a
His name
nickname,
is Meat.
Or does he like meat?
His name is Meat. They call him Meat.
His name is Meat, or his nickname
His name is Meat.
His name isn't Meat.
Well, no. Well, anyway.
No one's name is Meat.
Well, that's what they call him, is Meat.
Okay, that's his nickname.
Oh, okay.
They didn't name him Meat.
All right.
I can guarantee you that.
He might have.
It's you know what? It's your team, but that kid's name is not Meat. All right?
Okay.
Just make one thing
But the team is
very clear. All right. Well, next year, guys.
All right.
Next year.
You got it.
All right. So we had highlights a little bit earlier. Same 2 schools, different location and gender. This time at the Centennial Sports Arena. And it's the ladies' turn. Senior night at Centennial. 8 seniors honored. Before the game, flowers and hugs for parents. Aww.
Pucks, too.
Yep. None of those kids named Meat. In the first period, Kirsten Falk gets a nice bounce here off a defender's stick and in. Swanstrom gets the assist. Falk makes it a 1-0 game. In the second period, Bengals on the power play. Nice give and go there. And Swanstrom pits it in for the Bengals. Katie Swanstrom the goal. 2-0 Bengals at that point. And in the third, it's Amy Schlegel brings it in. She scores it, and eventually they would signal it a goal. That made it 3-0. They added another one very late in the third period for the win. 32 save shutout for Courtney Jensrud.
I just had to play consistent. I've played 3 consistent games, and coming in this one, I had to be big. And there was one play in the second period where they threw the puck out front, and I flashed the pad, and it was just a nice save. And just had to make some big saves here and there, and actually work for what my team has worked on, and pick up the game that they've been playing well on.
It feels great because usually when we come here the past couple years we haven't won, and they always seem to beat us, and now it's kind of like, oh, we broke the curse, and so it'll really help us going into sections.
All right, so Falk, a goal and 2 assists, and Courtney Jensrud, phenomenal game for her, 32 saves. The shutout victory is the Bengals looking strong coming into section playoff time. We'll show you the brackets in a moment. Centennial drops that game. They just had a 3-0 win last week against the Cardinals, so they close out the year with a 4-0 loss, but they drew the 7th seed in section tournament. So the final standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference as the Andover Huskies win the conference championship, 15-3 in conference, 18-6-1 overall. Bengals 13-5 in conference, 17-8 overall. Centennial finishes 5-12-1 in conference, 7-17-1 overall. North Metro Stars, not us.
Not us, okay. Spring Lake Park Panthers, we see beating St. Francis 2-0, and then they beat St. Louis Park, 4-1.
Take that, other SLP.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it for the Panthers. And now they've got a game tonight with Coon Rapids, so it's a play-in game to see. In Benilde St. Margaret is the conference champs, 9-0. Irondale 9-3. And Spring Lake Park right there, 4-5-2, 8-14-2 over.
So those Lady Panthers will play in a game to play in the tournament.
And then they have to play Moundsview.
Well, winner gets that.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Yeah, take that.
Champlain Park taking on Anoka, the 4 and 5 seeds, on Saturday, 2:30 game, 7 o'clock game. Number 3 Bengals taking on 6 seed Irondale Knights, and Centennial gets to take on the conference champion Centennial, the 7 seed, and over the 2nd seed. They have the 5 p.m. game. Then we'll have highlights of those games for you next week here on SportsCenter. And CTN, I believe, is covering the Coon Rapids Spring Lake Park game tonight, so we should get a copy of that here and air it. Semifinals, Tuesday the 12th. QCTV will cover both those games. We'll have the games and highlights for you next week. And then the championship next Friday.
That's going to be a big game, though. Blaine against Irondale. That'll be a good game.
Yes, big game. And I know you've wrestled some big game in your life.
Oh, wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. I know you get excited for the wrestling.
I do.
Centennial, they're going up against one of the other top teams in the Northwest Urban Conference. They dropped one to Coon Rapids 43-21, so the Cardinals victorious in that one. They'll be at Rogers and taking on Moundsview there in some tournament play on Saturday. So, and then it's sections right after that.
Yeah, unreal.
February Madness for wrestling. The Bengals, they lost to Rosemount in their last match in the tournament. They defeated Spring Lake Park and Irondale and then lost to Rosemount. They'll be taking on Elk River on Thursday, tomorrow night.
It's wrestling time.
Wrestling.
The Panthers, they have a little tough for them there. They had one game against Park Center and they have not won.
They won that.
Since. However, Elk River, big time, 58-15. Now they play against St. Francis. They'll have a meet against St. Francis.
Yeah,
and,
the kid's name's not Meat.
No.
Wrestling has meats. That
well,
kid's
it could
name
be.
is not
I'm
Meat.
sorry, but his name is Meat. Anyway.
I'd like to meet this Meat.
He's a little guy.
Little guy?
Oh, yeah.
Like, little guy?
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
no,
little
that's
guy?
Logan. That's our goalie.
Logan. Oh.
Yeah.
That's Logan.
Logan.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But that's his name, Logan.
Logan, my favorite berry, Logan Berry.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have an athlete of the week? Did you guys pick one?
I did.
Tyler Klein,
Oh,
Bengals forward. So congratulations, Tyler. He had a hat trick.
That's unreal.
He had a hat trick. 5 goals in his last 2 games.
And it's 3 goals in a row.
3 goals.
That is a pure.
Well, yeah, 3 goals in a row is a pure hat trick, yeah. Same period? 3 goals in a row, pure hat trick? Natural hat trick and hat trick.
Hat trick.
Those are all
We didn't have any hat
real
trick.
things. No? Not even Logan?
Nope.
He's
Logan's a goalie.
He's a goalie.
He's
So
a
if he
goalie,
gets
yeah.
a hat trick, that's crazy. Time now for our, speaking of crazy.
Yes.
Time now for our play of the week.
Play of the week right
That
there.
Crack it.
Yep.
Does this taste like meat?
Yes, it does.
Here's our play of the week. The Bengals. Some defense here. Jason Travis gets
come on.
the steal and the
Boom.
slam.
Can we see it again?
Let's see that again in instant replay.
All right.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Travis throwing it down. Get on up.
Oh.
Rosie likes that.
Yep. How about one more?
One more
Oh.
for good measure.
Get out.
Like to see Logan do that.
Yeah.
All right, North Metro TV games. Chisago Lakes at Spring Lake Park. Boys hockey Thursday night.
Yep.
Fogarty Arena.
Yeah, I'll be
They
there.
call that the
Ice House.
Ice House.
And it's not live either, right? No?
We'll have highlights of girls hockey sections for you next week, and then we also on Tuesday night, Bengals and Huskies.
We're hooking them up.
Boys
We're going
hockey.
Andover.
Yeah, Andover.
Yes.
Hitching the wagon. We're going on the road to Andover Community Center. We're going to televise some hockey. All right, that is it. Go out and support your teams. NorthMetroTV.com. Go Bengals.
Go Panthers.
Go Cougars.
Go Meat.
Go Meat.
Yeah, he's
Meat.
That's just
Meat. Meat.
He's just
Meat.
a little guy, though.
Meat.
Yeah. He can't.